Nnamdi Kanu is using diplomatic approach to achieve Biafra, unlike Ojukwu, says Emma Powerful. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has been praised for using diplomatic means to gain more support globally for his style rather than engaging in war and violence as the style used in Ojukwu era. In a statement on Friday by its media and publicity secretary of IPOB, Emma Powerful, stated that Nnamdi Kanu is reaching out to key people around the world to air his agitation. He has visited most of the leaders in the world, and the 1 million march in the United States is one of the brilliant moves by Nnamdi Kanu. He said that the world power is now more aware of the plight and persecutions as claimed vision and passion as he pushes to gain support for Biafra by the IPOB leader, Kanu. Unlike the Ojukwu era, in which the Igbo fought against Nigeria as well as the world powers, Kanu is now correcting the mistakes by seeking the sympathy and support of the world powers. He has had a lot of meetings all around the world. The Biafra nation is just a matter of time for it to be established. Of course, so shall it be. So shall it be. I can't wait for Biafra to come. Honestly, I can't wait for Biafra to come. Let us have different things. We can't be doing one thing over and over again and expect different results, just like I always say. One thing is that some people prefer to be where they are. Of course, it's good and fine. And some people have decided to move on. It's a good thing and it's a welcome development. If you are free to, if you are comfortable where you are, good and fine, you can continue with that. But the idea, just like I always say, of you not wanting to leave what you are comfortable with and you are expecting somebody, if you are comfortable with something that doesn't apply or applicable to somebody else, let the person do whatever he or she wants, or whatever group the person feel like joining. If you are there, fine, stop castigating other people. Like what has been happening in Nigeria. What has really been happening in Nigeria is a wake-up call for everybody, because we don't even know where we are going to. Just like I always say, a lot of all these people who are not good leaders, they are all over the place. They help each other. When it comes to this issue of a permanent interest, that is where you see them coming together. You will see them when they are sharing money, because it's all about sharing money. Because I cannot see the reason why a country like Nigeria, that is, the people are so poor, the infrastructural project, everything is so poor, everything is just backward, every system, there's no one thing that you can even pinpoint that you can say, yes, I can really be proud of Nigeria. Nigeria can really compete with the world, the developed countries. What is there for Nigeria to compete with them? There is nothing wrong for Nigeria to compete with them. So some people have decided that they want to make the country so miserable, and the so-called leaders are so rich to the extent that even the so-called world leaders and developed countries, they cannot even match our politicians as far as wealth is concerned, because they share the whole thing to themselves. Nothing is left for the masses. The masses are even still struggling day in, day out to get to make life comfortable for them. It's not even easy for them. And the government is not looking at that at their side. The worst part of it is the issue of people's lives being taken on a daily basis. There's nothing being done, not serious thing going on as far as security is concerned. We see people who are committing these atrocities day in, day out. They are giving them some kind of preferential treatment. They are even planning big for them. What kind of a country are we? So if some people now says, oh, we can't continue with this kind of a thing, and you say no, they have to stay back. Who does that? If you are comfortable, everybody's entitled. Just like I always say, everybody's entitled. You can decide today you want to go and get a Biafran citizenship. You can decide today you want to go and get American citizenship. It is your choice. You can be anywhere. If a place is good and a place is thriving, definitely you want to associate with such place. And that is why you see majority of Nigeria. Somebody was making a joke that if they should bring plane, that for as many that really want to leave Nigeria to go to America, you see that the whole place will be empty. Of course, some people will want to stay back. Do you get? But a larger number of people will want to do that. Larger number of people want to do that. I'm saying this. We all know all of this is. Just go to embassy there. You will see what is happening. Even as people are being denied, even all those countries, even as they are trying to tighten their borders, their immigration system, their visa, whatever, they are tightening it. Yet people are still going, even if they deny them, some people will still go back. Everybody wants to leave. That is the issue. Then let us now check how many of those people, their citizens, are coming to Nigeria. None. They are not coming. When you are talking about real people, the real people are the masses. Forget all these people that they are claiming they are leaders. That they are some of them are even forcing themselves to be leaders. Some of them are forcing themselves. They are entering there. They want to be there by any means, even whether legally or illegally. They want to be there. They pay all manner of money. They do all manner of things just for them to be there. Those are the ones that you can say, oh, they they love the country just the way the country is. So how many of all those people are coming into this country? Like I said, the real people, when you go to any country, the real people are the masses. The lower ones, those ones who are at the lower cadre, they are the real people. They are the real people. Then tell me the kind of lifestyle, the standard of living of those masses in the first place. So if anybody is still deceiving you, how long are we going to be deceived? For how long? For how long? And all these people who are working against, the real people who are working against the unity of this country, they are the leaders. Forget all those whatever. When you start to criticize them, that is when they say, oh, this person is trying to divide the country, and you are not doing that. If somebody should come up and say, oh, I'm going to 95% to 5%, what does that tell you? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? So if you are comfortable, no problem. And if you're not comfortable and you want to move on, good and fine. Nobody should disturb anybody. Everybody will account for any decision he or she is taking, whether be it group or individuals. So some more people come, this and this. Oh, why would they want to? What is your problem about that? What is your problem about that? If you are comfortable with where you are, there's no point that nobody's going to tell you that you have to be out of that particular place by fire, by force. And coming to see what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, of course, it's a blessing in disguise. The way and manner at which he left Nigeria, if he had not left Nigeria, of course, he will still be there, just like Sowore is still in Nigeria. So Sowore is still in Nigeria. That would have been the situation of Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran people, IPOB people. That would have been their situation. But it's the blessing in disguise, irrespective of what they want to say. Oh, they are trying to put it up. Oh, that he escaped bail and what have you. Believe you me, if he had not left Nigeria, the way we are hearing Biafra today all over the world, we wouldn't have been hearing it that way. Because I could remember the agitation was really high, was more when Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria, and it was only limited to Nigeria. Even the people in diaspora, they were just looking, they don't even know how to go about it. But as soon as he left the shore of Nigeria, he was able to go, going from country to country. Mind you, that is the same man they are telling us that he has he's this and that. How is that possible? Let us even be realistic. How is that possible? Can Shekau be moving like that in all the countries and be moving? Oh my goodness. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Why are some people like this? Let's stop deceiving ourselves. How can you say that kind of person is a terrorist and yet he's been moving from places to places? To sum it up, see the kind of event they are pulling up. The kind of event is pulling up with his team. 1 million march, 1 million march, 1 million people will be marching. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means for 1 million people to march in the US? Biafran people to march in the US, IPOB people to march in the US, and now they have granted them the permission to do that. So what are we talking about? Abba, those who are supporting this government, be truthful for once. Be truthful for once. And you are calling that kind of a person there is a terrorist, is this and this and this and that. Abba, let's be sincere with ourselves. Let's even forget the 1 million march. What about himself, who has been moving from one country to another? Abba, if that kind of person is what Nigerian government, calls him to be, do you think he will have that audacity to move? What are we saying? You think they don't know what is happening in Nigeria? Okay, so now that he has seen, you cannot, like I said, if you are doing one thing over and over again and you are not getting different results. You have to change tactics. Of course, Ojukwu try his best. That was the best he could undo it. And for the fact that he has a military background, so they felt that that was the way they could have done it better. But since it didn't work out, when you fail once, that doesn't mean you have to be there, you have to be down forever. No, you must get up. You must get up. And that's why they always say, if you try to bring down one person, don't forget that 1,000 of that same person you think you are marginalizing, 1,000 or more than that number will spring up again, because you can't hide the truth. You cannot hide the truth. That is just the way it is. So if a mistake has been made in the first place, of course, which is at least if you embark on a battle, you say that you win or you lose. So if you lose, that doesn't mean that you don't pick up the pieces of your mistakes and to rebuild on it. And that is why Nnamdi is using that approach to do the same thing. No, they are not going to be doing all of that. They have tried that in the past. It is only somebody who is not sensible who want to repeat the same thing. But in as much the first thing you did, the first approach you used didn't work out, you have to change strategy. That is the way it is. And that is what he has been doing. And it's getting results. It's a good one. It's not a matter of trying to look down on Ojukwu. That was the best he could have done it. Of course, a lot of people did it, in that manner, which they succeeded. So he said that you win or you lose. And for the fact that you lost doesn't mean that you have to relegate yourself to the background. No, other people will still pick it up, which they are still doing. No matter what, that Biafra will come to stay one day. It will come. Even though this other regions who want to go their separate way, it must surely happen. With this kind of system we are running, definitely it will still happen. So guys, let us hear your opinion. That's my own opinion concerning what Emma Powerful has said. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you.